For most of human history, if your tooth hurt, it just kept hurting. No dentist, no painkillers, nobody coming to save you. Just you alone with a nerve on fire for days, sometimes weeks, until the tooth either healed on its own or killed you. So when someone somewhere finally found something that actually made teeth whiter and breath less horrifying, people didn't ask questions. They didn't care what it was. And what it was pee. For over 1,000 years across the ancient world, if you wanted a bright white smile, you rinsed your mouth with urine. On purpose. Repeatedly. And the weirder part isn't that people did it, it's that it actually worked. Here's the science, and it's honestly kind of genius for people with zero chemistry classes behind them. Leave urine sitting around for a while, and it breaks down into ammonia. Ammonia is a bleaching agent. It's the same basic idea behind the cleaning products under your sink right now. So somebody, thousands of years ago with a raging toothache and no other options, tried it, noticed their teeth got whiter, and their breath got less murderous, and told two friends. And those two friends told two friends. And eventually you've got an entire industry. Because that's what actually happened. This wasn't some back alley home remedy people were embarrassed about. It became a supply chain. Merchants collected it, aged it, and sold it, and connoisseurs actually had a favorite brand. The good stuff, the premium import, came all the way from Portugal, supposedly because the diet and climate made it stronger. People were out here debating urine terroir. Somewhere a Roman is holding up a jar and going, no, no, you can really taste the Iberian coastline in this one. Quick pause, because I have quite a few stories I want to share with you all, so subscribe now, please, because the next fact is somehow worse. It got so lucrative that a Roman emperor put a tax on it. Collectors would gather it from public urinals across the city and sell it on, and the government wanted its cut, same as it would from any other trade good. When his own son complained that taxing pee was beneath the empire, the emperor allegedly held up a coin from the profits and asked if it smelled like anything. It didn't. Money doesn't stink, even when it's made from this. That phrase is still used today, and almost nobody using it knows where it came from. But here's the part that actually turns this from funny to brutal. Not everyone wanted to be associated with it, and getting caught could ruin you. There's a surviving poem written by a Roman author that exists purely to humiliate one specific guy for having suspiciously white teeth. The poem's entire argument is, and I'm barely paraphrasing, your smile is so bright, everyone knows exactly what you've been drinking. It got copied, recited at parties, passed around by hand. That man's reputation was permanently attached to a joke about his own mouth, for something we now know actually worked better than most of what came after it for the next 1,500 years. And it really did stick around. This wasn't a one-century fluke. Urine-based rinses and paste kept showing up in dental recipes on and off for over 1,000 years after that Roman poem was written. People knew it was disgusting. They used it anyway, because the alternative was a rotting tooth, a swollen jaw, and eventually a blood infection with no cure. When your other option is dying, gross stops being a deal breaker very fast. It took until the 1800s for someone to finally package a toothpaste that didn't require an explanation. Mint, soap, eventually fluoride. Squeezed from a tube, not aged in a jar for 3 weeks. No import tariff. No poem written about your smile at a party. Just a paste that does the exact same chemical job urine was doing, minus the part where you have to think about it. So next time you spit foam into a sink and rinse with actual water, understand what you're standing on top of. Somewhere, a Roman tax collector is still smiling about this. And somewhere, that one guy from the poem still can't catch a break. This channel exists because history quietly cut the disgusting parts out of the textbook, and the disgusting parts were usually the truth. If that's your thing, subscribe, and tell me in the comments what you think ancient dentists would have charged for a filling. And if you know someone who brags about their skincare routine, send them this one. Nothing humbles a person faster than finding out the ancients were doing their beauty routine with taxed pee, and getting better results than most of us are today.